Hello, I'm Michael Diamond, and you're watching Muscle Central. Okay, in this video, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Oxygen Gym in Kuwait. First, let me say this about the gym. Uh, Obviously, I've never been there, but I've seen plenty of videos touring the place. It's the dream, probably best way to describe it would be the dream gym. They have floors totally devoted to a body part. You can't ask for anything more in the gym. Now, a lot of buzz started around Oxygen Gym. First started when Big Ramy popped on the scene, and then Ahmad Ashkanani, and there was a talk about what's going on at this gym, and then a number of bodybuilders from the U.S. were invited out there at different times. Some still training there. Some aren't. Some left and have come back. Most notably, you got Brandon Curry, the current Mr. Olympia, Ruli Winkler, who have been there from the first day they started there. They continued their training and never left to come back. Yeah, they came back home to visit family, but as far as their training, that became their home gym. Nathan Diasha went there, left for a little while, and now he's returned. Oxygen Gym is his home gym. And there's a lot of talk about what's going on over there. What are they doing in Kuwait? Uh, I heard the term. We've heard the term. They have the anabolic chicken. It said that believe that they have the best drugs out there. Well, as far as the steroids that the bodybuilders use, yeah, I'm sure uh, they're getting top of the line product. They're getting a pharmaceutical grade product that has in it what the label says. But you know what? I'm sure the top level bodybuilders here are able to get their hands on the good stuff, legitimate stuff, pharmaceutical grade. It has in the bottle what the label says. So, and they're not doing any uh, new revolutionary drugs that the rest of the world hasn't found out about yet. They're using the same chemicals that are being used over here. Now, I don't know about dosages, what they're doing. You can't go by what you hear a lot of times. Because you hear these people putting up videos and talking about the cycles of the pro bodybuilders. Like, how the fuck do you know what the pro bodybuilders use? Most they're given astronomical numbers, and I can assure you that most, if not all, are using anywhere near the kind of numbers that are purported. But I don't know what they're doing over there. It's probably not much different than what's going on over here. Uh, Naturally, the layperson naturally assumes that the more drugs you take, the bigger you're going to get. So if you got a 240-pound bodybuilder shredded and a 280-pound bodybuilder shredded, the 280-pound bodybuilder must be taking more gear. That's why he's bigger. I mean, that's the assumption. They're probably taking, like I said, I'm sure they got the same compounds there that they're using, that the top pros are using here, and they're probably using similar dosages. Although I heard King Kamali say that he got some inside information and he heard that they're practicing so-called chemical warfare over there. But I personally don't think so. I think they're using on the same level as the top pros here. The number of the bodybuilders that from the U.S. that have went there have made leaps and bounds in gains. Two, for instance, is Brandon Curry, who's now the Mr. Olympia, and Ruli Winkler. Although Ruli Winkler technically is not from the U.S., both of them made tremendous improvement since they went there. Is it because of the so-called chemical warfare? They're getting better stuff. They're using more. They're using stuff that we don't have over here yet. No, not at all. Simply put, it's the environment that they're in. When they're there, there's nothing for them to do but eat, sleep, and train. And they're being provided for. Everything they need is being given to them. They have housing. The supplements that they have to use are being provided for them. They're being fed. The food is being brought to them perfectly portioned at the precise times that they need to eat. Everything is handed to them on a silver platter. All they have to do, all they have to concern themselves with is eating, sleeping, and training. You get up, eat, train, sleep, eat, train. There's no stress. And that is the optimal environment for bodybuilding. Why do you think the fighters have training camps? A certain amount of time before a boxing match, the fighter goes off to training camp, away from his family, and all they're doing is eating, sleeping, training. Everything is provided for them, and they're able to maximize their training and maximize their results. Bodybuilding, you're maximizing the amount of muscle you can put on because you have nothing else to worry about. No, there's nothing special about, nothing secretive. Special is not the word. Nothing secretive going on over at Oxygen Gym over in Kuwait. They got a state-of-the-art facility. They got trainers that are completely hands-on. They get top quality supplements to use, pharmaceutical grade. the real deal. They're having the meals prepared for them, the meals brought to them, and there's absolutely nothing else to worry about. And I don't know for a fact, and I'm sure all the prize money that they earn for their placings, Bada Badai is not getting percentage out of it. That's all for the bodybuilder, and they're able to send that back home to their family to help provide for their family. So they're getting a paycheck from their placings. A lot of them have sponsors. They're getting paid from sponsors. They have a state-of-the-art facility, meals being prepared, everything being done for them. Of course, if you have the genetics, and just because you have all those things handed to you on a silver platter doesn't mean you're going to accomplish what some of these guys are accomplishing. You have to have the genetics. And if you have the genetics and you have all those things at hand for you, laid out in front of you like that, you're going to make maximum gains, maximum progress. There's nothing special there. It's just the environment is very conducive to building muscle. Some bodybuilders need that because they can't, otherwise if they're back home, they can't avoid other distractions that are around them. Some of them are able to do that. Great example of a person that would have never needed an oxygen gym environment. It wasn't in existence when he was competing, but he would never have needed was Dorian Yates. Total Spartan lifestyle. While he was during his competition years, that's all he was concerned about was his eating, sleeping, and training, and nothing else mattered. Unfortunately, he probably sacrificed some quality time from his family. Not saying you have to go and neglect your family and sacrifice quality time from them. That's the level that he brought it to. But there are a few others that were able to tune out everything going on around them when it came time to focus on their competition and competition prep. Jay Cutler was another one. He was able to, he was as successful as he was because he was able to tune out, when the time came, he was able to tune out everything else around him that did not involve his contest prep. No, there's nothing special about Oxygen Gym. A great facility. The food was prepared for the people there. The trainers, everything that they needed was given to them, and they were able to eliminate all other distractions and solely focus on their contest prep. That's the only thing special about Oxygen Gym in Kuwait. If you agree or disagree with what I've said in this video, please let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Please share, and by all means subscribe. Do not forget to hit that notification bell. This way, every time I put up a new video, you will be notified. Once again, this is Michael Diamond, and I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.